Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to FTB Beyond. That's right, folks, we're back in our modded Minecraft world, doing the modded Minecraft thing, having a great time doing it. Thank you, everyone, for the support on the last vanilla episode. That actually got more support than I anticipated. I didn't have a whole lot planned for the last video release on, I guess it would have been Wednesday, and I hadn't been in my vanilla world for a while, and I decided to start doing a few things in there, and it just kind of hit me to go ahead and record a vanilla episode, and thank you guys so much for the support, the love and support that you gave it. Anyway, we're back in our modded world today. We're probably going to be doing a few vanilla episodes coming up here also, so pay attention for those. And I hope that you enjoy them, because I'm kind of looking forward to them. There's a few things that I want to do in there that are going to be cool. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today to talk about modded stuff, and we're here at the reactor, right? The reactor has been working flawlessly, with the exception of one thing. The reactor, when you use up the fuel in your reactor, you create waste, right? So here we are. We got a full thing of Yellorium, full chest of Yellorium, right? You come over here, and the reactor is not making nothing because it is it's essentially full of waste, right? This blue stuff is waste. Now I can turn it back on and it'll make a little bit of power. I took a little bit of the waste out, so it'll do a little bit, but it's not going to work for very long because it is 98.99% or 0.9% depleted. It's full of waste. And if we come over here to the access port on the waste side, you can see that it is full of cyanite ingots, and it's got no place to go. It's got no place to get from, to get out of, and whatever. And back in the old days of big reactors and thermal expansion, there was a way that you could take your cyanite and you could turn it into another fuel that you could use to run your reactor, called plutonium. And since 1.10 and thermal expansions update and all that, the cyanite reprocessor has been deprecated. It doesn't exist anymore. But I did notice that if you come in here and you do uses for cyanite, we have this. You can craft plutonium ingots. And so if you take 8 pieces of cyanite and wrap them around here, you get 1 plutonium ingot, and that 1 plutonium ingot, while it doesn't have the same energy output, at least I don't think it does, because it didn't in 1.7. It doesn't have the same output potential as Yellorium does, but the plutonium is an alternative fuel for your reactor. And you can also use it to make some stuff for the turbine stuff that we're probably going to get into later. So we need to harvest all of this waste. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves another Enderchest, and we're going to kind of set up a little place so we can get that that cyanite back into our system, so that we can do something with it. So Enderchest, oh stupid thing, dag flabbit, Enderchest right here. We're just going to use the regular white one, because that's our general channel. That's where we're just bringing stuff back to the ME system. So we'll just go ahead and use that. We're going to need a conduit, which I have. Cool. It is almost nighttime. That's all right. We can get down here and get this done, and then we'll come back up here and we'll we'll work on what we want to do with this thing. I'm thinking. Whoops. Hey, come on, quit it. I'm thinking we might be able to do like some kind of auto crafting. We haven't done a whole lot of auto crafting of different things in this mod pack yet, as far as using external type stuff. So if we set this for extract, yes. Set this for insert, yes. And tell it to always be active. There we go. Sending plutonium, or not plutonium, sending cyanite back to the system. And ooh, there is a lot of cyanite in here. But if we come over here, check this out. You can see now that the cyanite level is falling. It's being replaced with Yellorium, and our reactor is back online and producing. Oh, hey, you know what? I didn't know that. I didn't see that was a thing. If the Yellorium is in there, it's a yellow rod. If the plutonium is in there, it's a blue rod. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Anyway, let's go back up here to the base, and we'll see if we can figure out something that we can use to reprocess or to automatically craft all of this cyanite stuff into plutonium. Now there are some standbys that we can use. So there's the crafter. from RF Tools. That's an option. That's a pretty easy option, as a matter of fact. That's what we used down at the down there to auto craft all of the stuff that we're using to make the jellied cryothium. So there's that. There is an Ender IO option. What was that thing called at Ender IO? And it was not the tiny inventory system. Capacitor bank, no. Obviously not. Pressurized fluid tank, not even close. What was that thing called? Painting machine, no. The telepad blocks are back. Oh, they were taken out for a while. That's kind of cool. Enormous inventory system, no. Item buffer, power buffer, omni buffer, no. Oh my gosh. Hang on just a second. Let me find it. Oh wait, I found it. It's crafter. So the crafter is another item that can automatically craft items for us, can automatically do things for us, and we can just set this up so that we export all that plutonium or all that cyanide onto a channel, onto an exporter, and just turn it into what we want. And we haven't used this thing yet. We've used the RF Tools one before. I wonder, is there anything in actually additions, because we haven't done anything with actually additions yet either. Is there something in here that does auto crafting? I don't know that there is. There could be, I suppose. Atomic reconstructor, no. Empowerer, no. Actually, yeah. Where's my actually additions book? I don't know that we're going to do this or not, but oh, there it is right there. Actually additions book. Cool. Let's go ahead and look in here and see what kind of stuff we've got. So in here, reconstruction, laser transport, blocks that don't use RF, blocks that do use RF, blocks that generate RF, items, miscellaneous, updates and info. All right, let's go with blocks that use RF. Crusher, powered furnace, lava factory, energizer, and enervator. Okay. Item repairer. What's that? Uses 5,000 RF. Oh, repair items that can be repaired. Oh, ooh, cool. Okay, well that's interesting to know. Player interface. Yeah, that's not what we want. And a display stand. Nah, not so. Yeah, so it looks like either the crafter or the yeah. I wonder. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Crafter. Uh-huh. We could do a crafter from here, or we could do the crafter from here. We got workbenches. What are these? Steve's carts. Got a crafter from refined storage. Not too worried about that because I'm not in refined storage. Okay, well, mechanical crafter from RF Tools. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this one. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this one because this is just iron ingots, crafting station, crafting table, machine chassis, and a Z logic controller. I think we're going to go with this because we haven't used this in a while. So, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. We needed a machine frame, which we can do right here. Cool. Go ahead and make that, please. Thank you very much. We need a crafting table. Whoops, crafting table. Cool. Give me one of those. Thank you very much. We needed some iron, and what else we needed a Z logic controller. So let's go ahead and get rid of this and do Z logic controller. I set up a recipe for those too, so we'll go ahead and craft that. Thank you very much, so kindly. You are so kind. And then if we do the crafter, like so, boom, gimme, right? And then come back up here for the Z logic controller. As soon as that's ready, it'll pop in here and we can just add that down here. Oh, there it is. Oh, bummer. Z logic controller. Ta-da! So we got a crafter now. All right, now let's find a place where we can put this thing and we can kind of chat about it a little bit. I'm thinking maybe right over this way, although this is kind of crowded. If I put it here, how many channels are on this, I wonder? How many channels am I using here? If I come back over here, how many channels are in use? 15 of 32, but I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have one channel left. I think I have one channel left here. Ooh. All right, you go right there. Crafter, cool. So now, if we take some of that, cyanite, right, we should be able to set up the recipe in there. So cyanite, there it is, right there. Just give me 8 of those, please. I don't know that I want to use an exporter on this though. That could be interesting if I did it like that, because if I don't want to use all of this up, right? Yeah, okay, so that'll make plutonium ingots. Okay. Uh-huh. Buffering item stacks, buffering single items. Yeah, I think we want this because that'll make it so that one item will go into each of these spaces. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Show recipes. Yeah, I don't care about that. Redstone mode always active. Yes. Now, how do I want to transfer these items in there? I don't know that I want to tell it to. See, there's two things. Okay, there's two ways we could do this. We could either tell it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know how we're going to do this. I think I know how we're going to do this. We can do an exporter. So export. We have one made. Cool. We could also use a toggle. Yes, ME toggle bus. I think that's what we want. No, not a toggle bus. What was that called? I think I've got one over here. Do I have one over here? Yes, this thing. Level emitter. Ah, yes. So what this, okay, I set this up a while back, and I don't think I ever showed you guys what this is. So what I've got in here is I've got this level emitter, right? And the level emitter is set for redstone, and it's getting rid of cobblestone for me, right? Because one of the things that I did in the mining dimension is we set this up so that all of our stuff was coming back to the ME system. But if there's 1,000 cobblestone in there, this thing goes active and it throws away any cobblestone over 1,000. So now if I come over here and I look into my system, we should see that there's roughly 1,000 cobblestone in here, right? 982, right? Which is cool. And that'll, it'll get more, and every so often, and it'll hit 1,000, and it'll get rid of some until it gets below 1,000. So that's cool. We could do the same thing over here with this cyanite thing, or with this crafter making the plutonium. We could put a level emitter on the exporter over there to say if we've got, if we only have, say, 100 plutonium or 50 plutonium, to go ahead and make some more, but then that would leave it so that we're not always using up our our cyanite, because the cyanite, like I said, the cyanite is good for other stuff. So let's go ahead and make a level emitter. I have one? Yep, I've got a recipe for that. So let's go ahead and make one of those. I don't know how long that's going to take. It shouldn't take too long. It looks like it just has to craft a couple of printed circuits, or one printed circuit, it looks like. So yeah, oh, there it goes. Good. It's about ready now. There we go. So we got a level emitter, and we got an export bus. Okay. So now, if I come over here and I put this like a so. Yeah, let's do this. Now the only thing I'm not sure of is if this is going to, I'm not sure. Let's put this, How did I do that over here? I got to remember how I did this because it would only work a certain way. Okay, so this level emitter is in this block space, this level emitter is in this block space. Okay, that works. I can't get out. Okay, we're good now. It's all good now. Oh my gosh, I can't get out of there either. Huh. All right, so if I put this level emitter right here, yes, and we're going to say that if this thing, I think I made a piece of plutonium, didn't I? BLU, I did. So yeah, if this thing does not see a certain level of plutonium, then it's going to export items and it'll make more plutonium. I think that's the way I want to do that. Oh my God. Oh, and we got to get this stuff back in, which means we're going to need more channels. All right, anyway, let's put this in here just like that. And we're going to say that it's going to emit a redstone signal when it's above. That's fine. This thing here, oh, we're going to need a redstone card. So redstone card. Let's go ahead and make one of those. Again, I don't remember how long. Oh, it's ready already. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and take this and put it over here. And we'll put that in there just like a so. Right? Always active. We want it to be active without signal. Because this thing is going to emit a signal when the level is above or equal to the limit. Let's go ahead and just tell it, say, 10. Yeah, let's go ahead and tell it 10. So when it gets to 10, it's going to emit a redstone signal. So if this is below, if it's below 10 and there is no signal, then this thing should be active because it's active without the signal, right? Cool. So let's go ahead and put our cyanite in here, just like that. And then we're going to need to get a piece of cable. I don't have any. Of course I don't. So let's get some cable, C-A-B-L-E. Yeah, we'll just take them both, I guess. And put that on here like a so. Boom, and boom. Okay, and is it getting... oh, wait, so this is... Oh, it's device missing channel. Ah, yeah. So we do have too many items on here now. This is probably taking up a channel, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm going to have to come up with some more channels over here. So let me go ahead and work that out. We'll have to come up with another color and all that and get some channels over here. But let me work that out real quick and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I think we've got something here. What it's doing is it's exporting the cyanite for us, and it should create a plutonium ingot. How about that? Cool. So what I've done is I made a new channel, brought that all the way back over here, and I tied it into where we had the redstone Enderchest and the saltpeter Enderchest for down there at the jellied Cryothian building. And so we just got a smart cable that's running all the way down through here, and it's bringing that stuff all the way over here to its own little crafting area. But again, we use the redstone level emitter, and oh, you know what we have to do? We have to get an importer of some kind attached to this thing because, oh dear, it's starting to throw them out. Oh, it's starting to throw them out. Oh. Active with signal. Okay. It won't make any more. Let's pick these up because it's throwing them all over the place. How many did it make? 10. Okay, so if we go over here and put these in, then it should turn that off, shouldn't it? Put those in, right? And when we come back over here, this should be off now. Or, oh wait, yeah, I didn't, yeah, active without signal, cool. So this should now not be putting anything into this, right? Cool. We gotta fix it, we gotta get this configured right. Holy cow. Put that back in there, put that back in there. Let's change this. Let's change this so that it is active with signal. And we'll change this to say that it emits a level when it's below the limit. So now it's off. Cool. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And now we got to get an importer. So let's get ourselves an importer to bring the cyanite stuff, or not the cyanite, but the plutonium stuff back in. So an importer. We're going to have to make one of those. Go ahead and make it. How long is that going to take? It shouldn't take too long. It's just got to make a logic processor. Oh, there it goes. It's done. Excellent. So let's go ahead and put this over here. And I guess we'll just go ahead and put it right on the front, right? And we'll get ourselves a cable. Boom. That should be good. And it should import everything. Excellent. Now we can turn this thing back on. Yep. It made it, I think. And I think we should have about 12. Is it 12? Should have about 12 plutonium in here. So 12 plutonium, 13. Not too bad. It's pretty good. So now let's go down here and we can say we can change this level. So instead of it being 10, let's go ahead and make it something a little bit more realistic. How about let's go ahead and make it 50. Yeah, let's go ahead and make it 50. So now this thing should start, yep, it's going to start making more. Cool. And so we should start seeing more and more come in here, right? So plutonium, it's got 13, there goes 14, and it's going to start rising until we get all the way up to 15. Cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close all this up because I think this is about, oh, we got to get power to this thing. Let's see, do I have any cables, any conduits? Let's, conduit. I have some, yes, cool. Let's go ahead and put those in there and keep that thing powered because it is going to run out of power. Just go this way with it. So boom, 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 and boom. Cool. So now it's got power. Cool. That should be good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this up. And there's one more thing I want to look at today. I don't know if we'll get a chance to really finish it, but I at least want to get the process started. So we'll be right back. All right, there's something else I want to look at today. I don't know that we're going to get all the way finished with it, but I want to look at this this last upgrade for the jetpack. With this thing will hold 60 million RF, and I want to see just how long this thing's going to last, right? It uses 850 RF, 450 RF, so it uses more, but it stores a lot more. And it has to be worn as a chest plate, but it also gives you a little bit more armor, doesn't it? Oh, I guess not. I guess it's about the same. But anyway, it'll last a lot longer than what we have, and I'm pretty much guessing. You know how like this one here, if I'm in hover mode on this one, when we cut, you know, we fall, but we fall at a very, very, very slow rate, right? I'm guessing that this other one, when we put that on, it's almost going to be like creative flight where we kind of sit stationary, which is kind of what I want. I've already got a couple of things in here that we're going to need to do this. I've made some of this, I've made a pattern for this dark solarium ingot. I've also made a pattern for silicon armor plating as well as conductive iron plating. So we can get going on that. But there's a few other things that are kind of interesting in here that I figured we want to make. So like we've got these reinforced glider wings. We need to make a pattern for that. So let's go ahead and make a pattern so that we can actually get those to craft. So let's go ahead and put that in here, right? That should be fine. I think this is, yeah, that's full. So we're ready to go to another row here. There we go, molecular assembler and pattern right there. Thank you very much. Cool. Go back into jetpack again. So now we can make these glider wings. Let's go ahead and tell it to make us 2 of those while we wait. Thank you. The other thing that we need to make is these dark solarium thrusters, and we also need this vibrant capacitor pack armored. How do you make that? So that's going to be electrical steel plating, which is conductive iron plating plus electrical steel. I can make those, can't I? Give me one of these if you would be so kind, please. And thank you. And we also are going to need some electrical steel, ELEC. We need 10 of those. Oh, I can't do it yet because there's no crafting CPUs available. Darn it. We're going to need to do some co-processors, I think, on this thing. Because we got a lot of processes running right now. Oh yeah, we got lots of processes running. CPU 0, CPU 1. Yeah, all this stuff is on hold because it's still trying to do this dark solarium, right? Ugh. Yeah. Does this have a capacitor in it? It does have an octadic capacitor in it, so this thing just takes forever. Whew. Okay. Well, let's take a look at some of the rest of the recipe for this thing. So let's see, jetpack. Um, we know we're going to be able to make. We know we're going to be able to make this because we're going to be able to do a recipe on that here in just a minute. What's this vibrant capacitor pack take? Oh my gosh. Octadic capacitors, a vibrant capacitor, a capacitor pack. What does it take to make a capacitor? Oh my gosh, there's a lot to this. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get this done today because there's a lot more to this than I thought there was. Holy cow. Wow. All right, so what I'll do in the meantime, what I'll do in between episodes is I'll work on some of these recipes to get these recipes put together so that we can craft this thing up in the next episode. Um, and that'll get us to that last tier of jetpack. I don't think there's a way that you can make this one, right? I don't think there's any way to make the creative one. Yeah, there's no way to use the rainbow, or there's no way to craft this thing. Huh. All right. Well, anyway, I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to be a good place to stop for now. So yeah, we did good stuff today, though, folks. We got ourselves a way to craft up some plutonium that we can use for supplementary fuel for our reactor. Next episode we'll work on this jetpack. We'll also work on a way to get the plutonium down to the reactor. We may add another access port and make it so that the plutonium goes down there automatically. That might be kind of a thing. That might be kind of cool. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. Other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. On the screen right now is a list of my Patreon supporters. So thank you very much to those guys, my Patreon support staff. You guys are the greatest. I love you to pieces. Thank you so much for your help and assistance. Also, thank you to everyone who has come out over the past 3+ years to support the channel, because you guys are great. We're up to 1,130 subscribers, and it just keeps climbing every day. So thank you so much for all the support. And none of this would be possible if it wasn't for you guys. So again, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye bye.